What were your thoughts when you won at that point? It was just, yay, I won.
Yeah, it was just like that. I was only like 13 years old when I won, so it was really nothing. It was just, oh, yay, I won. And then I started to do recording and still didn't really register because I started when I was very, very young. I started recording my first album when I was like 16, so it was like playing for me. You know, I love singing, I love performing in front of a lot of people.
The center stage is set for Miss Regine Mendoza.
But it was a big deal for her family, for whom she was by then the sole breadwinner. She started competing in singing contests around the country when she was only 6. That big break was her 66th win in 200 contests. Still, fame did not immediately come a-knocking as Regine continued singing in honky-tonks for a pittance. It was a chance appearance on a TV variety show that got her spotted by an influential manager. From there, her star rose.
When did things started changing then?
It hasn't really changed. I still don't pay attention. I don't want to be affected so much, but with what I do, because I think it's weird that you're already in that business. This business is so, what can I say, hollow, right? And everything is so temporary, and for me, it's like so weird for me to be thinking about it all the time, like, ooh, I'm Regine, and ooh, I'm an actress, and I'm a singer, and whatever. So I don't really do that. I do my work after I do the concert, after I do a movie, after interviews and television shows and stuff. I go home and be me.
How do you go home and be you? I mean, so the Regine we see is a Regine that you show...
No, that's still me. Yeah, that's another side of me. But when I go home, I'm just me, like...
The girl who washes the dishes.
Well, sometimes I do.
The girl who does the laundry.
Well, no, I don't do that anymore. How lucky am I? No, but, you know, I just... when I'm hungry, I eat. I'm a couch potato, so when I go home, I stay in front of the television and just stay there and just, you know, do nothing. I like to go out with my friends, and when I'm with my friends, they treat me the same. They don't treat me like I'm some kind of a superstar. So it's also good that I have my family with me. They also keep me intact.
Grounded.
Yeah, grounded and sane. You know, so...
And speaking of family, your father, he's played an instrumental role in who you are today.
Yes.
As a kid growing up. The most interesting story is you had to learn vocal, you went for vocal lessons with him and submerged in water all the way up to your neck. Now, how is that like? Very unorthodox.
I know. I don't even know where he got that idea, but I think it worked. It was just playing. Like I said, you're a kid. I started doing that when I was like 6 years old, so swimming, I love swimming, I like singing, so it's like doing two things at the same time.
Was it ever a day when you said, Daddy, I don't want to do this?
He never forced me to do anything that I am not comfortable doing, or he never forced me to, oh, let's go swimming because we have to rehearse. He never, I didn't even know that he was actually training me.
So would you say you're Daddy's girl?
I guess I am.
How do you reconcile the fact that your father's so involved in your career and at the same time, you're Daddy's girl, Daddy's little girl? How do you, I mean, I'm sure you guys must have a little bit of a disagreement sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
How do you reconcile that?
How do I reconcile that? I try not to argue with him so much, especially nowadays. I try not to do that anymore. I remember doing that all the time before. Because, you know, being who I am before, trying to have my own decisions, trying to get away from my father and yet, you know, I'm a daddy's little girl. So it was really confusing at that time, because I started really, really young. But now I already understand. I think I understand his role in my life and in my career, and vice versa. He already knows. He knows that I'm already old enough to do my own decisions. It took a while before I could really earn his trust, but I think I have that, so.
Her years of hard work also helped cement her position in the Philippines, but Regine's plans to break into the U.S. market weren't as successful as a recording deal fell through. But in hindsight, Regine says she wasn't ready anyway.
Are you a risk taker?
I am. I used to be, but I think I'm just kind of gotten used to the kind of lifestyle that I have, that I already have now, and I guess I'm just really scared to have to come back to the Philippines and start again.
So trying to go to America, you're a bit wary of. But what about the regional markets? I mean, you sang a duet with Jackie Chung.
Yes.
And that was a success. And then subsequently that you sold 300,000 copies of your album following that. What about breaking into the region?
That's
it's so close to home.
Yeah, actually. We've been working on that, actually. I recorded 3 albums here. Recorded 3 albums that was released in the region. But I stopped. You know, I haven't been doing anything. But hopefully this year or next year, I'd be able to release another album again. And hopefully work with, you know, another, maybe I can work with Jackie Chung again, or another artist again,
So you do have plans to break into the region?
Yes, definitely.
Will that be your New Year's resolution?
Well, my New Year's resolution really is to have a boyfriend this year, but yeah. That can also be a New Year's resolution. Yeah, why not?
Your New Year's resolution is to have a boyfriend, so currently you don't have a boyfriend, but I mean, how are you gonna, you don't just find one, you have to make the concerted effort.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, make an effort. So I'm trying to go out more and meet people. So hopefully, I'll be able to find somebody interesting.
So let's say this interesting person comes in. We know you can never plan for a boyfriend. You know you can never plan for a family. It happens when it happens.
Yeah.
So let's say this person happens. Are you willing to give up your career for family?
As long as I decide, as long as he doesn't tell me to give it up, as long as I tell him, okay, I'm going to give it up, I'll give it up. It has to be my decision. It can't be his decision. Because it's me. It's, you know, this is my life. This has been my life. And I've been in the business for a long time.
And Regine has achieved a lot. Though she's carved a niche for herself in the hearts and minds of Filipino audiences, this is one diva who is not letting up. Apart from her albums, Regine also hosts 2 TV variety shows, produces albums for upcoming artists, and is, of course, now a successful actress.
Now, you said you've been working so hard. There's so many new artists coming up, always snapping at the heels, and you constantly feel you have to do better. Do you feel the pressure?
Not really.
Why?
Because I am not in that place anymore where I have to compete with anybody. I don't have to really prove myself anymore. I've done that so many years back. So I just really try my best. I do, you know, I do my best. I learn. I haven't stopped learning. I experiment on my music, even my looks. I don't just sing or perform. I also do other things so that my audience would see that I'm also growing as a person, not just as an artist.
Do you feel that by doing so many things, you might stretch yourself a little bit too thin?
That's why I try to be careful and just I give each project their own time. Like if I produce an album, I just do that. If I do a movie, I just do that. And if I'm going to do a concert, I just do that. I don't do them all at the same time because it'll be too confusing, I guess, for me.
It'll be too tiring. Yes. You're learning new things all the time. So what is it that we're going to have from Regine that's going to be different this year? Are you going to reinvent your look this year?
Oh, I'm going to try. Actually, what I want to happen actually this year, I want to work with other artists, collaborate with other artists. That's what I really want to do. I want to work with Francis Magalona. He's actually my cousin. He's a rapper. He's a really, really good rapper back home. And I want to work with him. So I also want to work with other artists back home. And I want to do an album that's purely collaboration. So that's what I'm planning to do.
You're planning to do so many things. Do you think you're a perfectionist?
Yeah, I think so. I think all, every artist have that sickness. Yes, it's like a disease. When you reach a certain age and then you become a perfectionist, it's you know, it just gets you.
So you will never be happy until you personally think that it's perfect. So you go over and over and
over again. I have to, if I'm looking for like a certain sound, I have to hear that certain sound, otherwise I'm not going to stop.
Right.
Like that.
Oh, that's annoying, huh?
It is. Actually, these people that I work with, they're not just co-workers, they're friends. And they care for me. They always constantly remind me that that also I'm a human being, you know, that I can make a mistake and it's okay, right? I mean, I'm not just a singer, an artist. I mean, I am a perfectionist, but I also have to accept that I'm a human being.
Okay, and you now an artist, an actress. No.
Yeah.
What do you want to be known? Singer, actress? I mean, you know, you're
sexy
acting.
star. No, I'm kidding.
A sexy star.
No, I'm kidding. I want to be known as a sexy. No, I'm kidding.
You're acting. I mean, history is stunning. You know, the Silver Screen last year, you won the box office Queen, and then Best Singer Performance by Actress 2002 at the Star Awards. But in the beginning, you just wanted to give it all up.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. Because before I didn't really get it. I didn't get it. I didn't really enjoy doing movies. I didn't enjoy acting. But now it's different. I actually enjoy doing movies now because I learn a lot of things. I meet a lot of people, and I am given a chance to work with really, really good actors. And every time I see the movies that I do, and I see that, oh, it's not so bad. That's another kind of fulfillment for me. So now I enjoy doing movies, and I try to do a movie once a year.
Wow.
It's a great experience. It's hard, but it's a great experience.
Do you think that you're being typecast in the roles that you play in movies?
Not yet. Not yet. But if I do another film that's romantic comedy, maybe there's a danger of me, you know, being typecasted as, you know, as that's the only thing that I do. But that's why for the next project, for the next movie that I'm going to do, because I'm doing a movie now. The next movie that I'm going to do, I want to maybe experiment a little bit, not to be too attached to that role, that you know, romantic comedy thing. So that's what I'm going to do.
It took Regine more than 10 years to become a credible actress.
Pareho kayong mayaman pero nakikipagkaibigan pa rin kayo sa tulad namin ni Berto.
turn as the face of fast food giant Wendy's, but perseverance is something she's used to.
I don't like being stuck in one situation. I always move on. Okay, this thing happened to me, I'm going to cry for like a week or even a month, and then after that, I have to move on. I have to continue with my life.
They say it's a miracle, and I believe that it is.
Regine's family was actually very poor to start with, and they often went without running water.
But it's a mystery.
As a child, she and her father would walk miles to go to each singing contest. Now she considers her greatest achievement as having paid for the education of her siblings.
And yours was actually a rags to riches story. You know, you worked hard as a kid, you sole breadwinner. Has it changed your perception of success or fame in any form or fashion?
Not really. I believe that if you work hard, if you want something, and if you work hard, you're going to be able to get it. Mine started as a dream. It just, you know, it all started as a dream, but I worked hard. And you know, with the support, of course, of my family and friends, I was able to achieve that dream.
What's the hardest thing you would say on the road to fame or success?
I can't really think of any. I'm sure there's a lot of...
I mean, okay, for instance, if you read bad press about yourself,
I don't really pay attention to that anymore. It's not, it's part of the whole thing. It's part of my job. I'm just really very, very thankful that I was given a chance to be here in this business. I'll always be grateful to this business. It's hard being who I am, being, you know, and not being able to go shopping whenever you want to, and not have, you know, like when I eat, like, you know, in a public place, I'm always being stared at. There are times when you like, can I just like eat and
be left alone?
Yeah, be left alone, and please stop staring at me. But it's okay for me. Still, it's okay. I'll always be grateful because this business has helped my family a lot. So I am never ever going to be ungrateful to this business ever.
So what did you wish you had known about show business when you were 16?
I wish that, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. It's part of the excitement not knowing what this business has in store for you, right? It was really part of my drive to work, and each day I go to work, each day I sing, each day I perform. I always wonder, did I do well? Did the people like the show? Is this going to be it for me? Is this concert going to put me in there or whatever? It's part of the excitement, I think, not knowing. Because if I already know what's going on in the business, then it'd be
too easy for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't really change anything. Because nothing really is easy anyways, right? Whatever field you enter, there's always going to be that part where you question your ability sometimes, right?
You said once that you don't consider yourself a success yet. Otherwise, you would lose your desire or drive to succeed. So when would you think you would be successful? Is there some things that you will have to do first?
I don't really want to think about that still. Because, like, you know, like I said, I'm gonna, if I think that I am such a successful person, then I'm gonna stop learning. I'm gonna stop working, and I'm gonna be just you know, I'm so successful already and I don't have to do anything. I don't have to lift a finger. I don't want to do that. I want to keep working. I want to keep working hard. I always want to be on my toes all the time so that I'd be able to give my audience, you know, something new every time they see me. So I don't want to think that yet. I really don't want to.
So do you think that whatever you touch turns to gold?
But at the beginning, it's not like that. You know, I have to start from scratch. I have to experience a lot of things that I never really thought I'd be able to experience at a very young age. I had my heart broken because, you know, this thing didn't come true. You know, it didn't just become like this. I had to really work hard. And I have been in this business for 17 years, so, you know, it was a long time before I could actually, well, enjoy whatever it is that I'm enjoying now.